Hello, folks, and welcome back or welcome to the Car Value Scout Educational Series. And this is the Used Car Buyers Educational Series. It's geared toward people who have no clue how to buy a used car. I realize that there's a great need for people to be guided or helped through this process. And my goal is to make sure that you don't get burned because either you didn't ask the right questions, you didn't understand what the person was talking about when they're telling you about the car, or possibly you didn't understand the problems that the car was showing you. We're going to cover all of that in this complete series. But for now, I'd like to talk to you first about a very surface area, we'll call it. Okay, the area of the first processes, which is contacting the seller, for example. And let me start by saying most people buy a car backwards. Okay, what they do is they talk to the seller, they fall in love with the vehicle, and then they hand over their hard-earned money and find the problems later on. We've set this whole educational series up so you don't get burned. You don't do it backwards. You actually make the right decision instead of the wrong decision. So we call our lessons or our educational system in this particular part of the series a three-layer method. And the layers are very simple. The first layer is talking to the seller. And it may be through text. It could be through calling them up on the phone and talking to them. But there's questions you need to ask the seller, and there's answers that you need to listen for and take note of. For example, you need to ask the seller how long he's owned the vehicle. You might ask him, why is he selling it? Do you have maintenance records for this vehicle? Remember, these are claims, they're not facts, but you're trying to get a feel for the owner and see where he's at in this process and try and understand his position. Then we move to layer 2. And mind you, this is just an introduction. We're going to cover all these in detail. Layer 2 is we need to inspect the vehicle. And what we're going to do there is we're going to look at the tires. We're going to look at fluids. We're going to look at any leaks. We're going to check for warning lights. We're going to listen to the transmission's behavior or how the transmission feels. And all of this, once again, is the physical evidence. And finally, we'll move to layer 3. And what layer 3 is the VIN history report, which there is an entire series on how to read a VIN history report that I'm offering you as well. And it covers everything. So once again, we want to know about accidents. The VIN history will show that. We want to know if there's any title issues. Is it a rebuild title? Is it a salvage title? All right. Are there liens on the vehicle? The VIN history shows you all of that. We want to know about the ownership, a little bit about that. We want to know about the accuracy of the mileage. It's amazing what the VIN history shows you with mileage. And if it doesn't match what's on the dashboard, we teach you all of that. So the VIN history report tells the story that the owner may not know or he may not want to tell you. So here's our rule, and the rule is simple. When all 3 layers agree, you're probably looking at a good vehicle. When one layer disagrees, you might want to slow down, think a little harder, do some more investigating. And if 2 layers disagree, time to walk away and look for another vehicle. So let's get started and let's go into these lessons. They're very simple. They're short lessons, and I think you'll learn quite a bit. Click the link in this window and move to the first lesson, which is the Digital Scout. I'll see you in that lesson.